Ya Ali Madad Niamat Saiba.
Mawla Ali Madad, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. What a beautiful zikr by all friends. Alhamdulillah. Let us start with the name of Mawla. Some zikr. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nur Maulana Shah Karim Hussaini Hazriman. Ya Mawla Meherban, please help us Mawla. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Ya Mawla Meherban, please help us Mawla, be the light on the tongue of the Najis Mawla. Ya Mawla Meherban, Madad Farma, Madad Farma. Ya Ali Madad to all friends. Today we are going to go on a very special journey. I'm going to tell you about a kalam which is from a rūḥānī member to living people. It's been written as if a rūḥānī is talking to those who are living. Sometimes when we lose our family members and when they are passed away, we wonder how are they living their life. And when we do not have knowledge, when we have not progressed in spirituality, we may not be able to see how they are and what they are doing. And sometimes we wonder, and we do say, lots of salawat and whatnot, but we just wonder, we just seek that jhalak, that I wish I could see them. I wish I could know how they are doing. So there was a girl, young girl, she was born on 15 July 1987 and she died on 8th January 1999. And her name is Ghazala. Her name was Ghazala, and her parent, she was Ghazala binte Imam Yar Beg, General Manager, Aga Khan Health Services, Pakistan, Northern Areas, and Chitral. So her father was General Manager, and she was young, from 87 to 99. So young girl, in her youth, she died, right? And everybody was very, very sad. And of course, being in northern areas, Allāmah Sahib lived there. So Allāmah Sahib, being personality who has progressed so much in Ruhaniyat, he writes this poem as if Ghazala is talking. Okay, so I'm going to read and explain, and then we will, inshallah, try to understand the concepts which are given. The first verse is, "Ek qibla na kar gham ke yahan zinda hui main, ye uski nawazish hai ke tabinda hui main." Oh my family, do not be sad, do not be grieving, because I'm alive here. I am alive here. Remember, the true living, the hakikati living is not here. This is a dream. The real life, real living is there. And when we say real living, we do need to understand that in dua, when we say Hayyana Rabbana bis Salam, Hayyana is from Hay, the one who is living. When we say Al Hay, so the one who is living, we seek from him, make us alive. And in physical world, for us, the living is that we are able to kill our carnal soul, suppress the carnal soul, so we can become alive, spiritually alive in this physical world, living this life in physical world, which is a mortal world, which is a temporary passage for us. We pass away from this world. But a person who has physically died, they are truly living there. They are truly living there. But yes, there are darajat, definitely. those who work hard in this physical life here, they are more closer to Imam. Then one can ask, what was wrong with this girl who was so young, probably not even 20 years old, they are 21 years old. Why did she die so young? She didn't even live her life. Some children, some Ruhani come to this life, physical life, to test us, to test the living people, to help us progress. Because what happens when our loved one leaves this world, it gives us a very strong pain in our heart. And that pain makes us very angry, bitter, away from Jamaat Khana, away from Imam, because we are angry and we don't have knowledge. That can happen. Or we can become very humble, very kind, very nice, and very close to Imam because we realize that the Ruhani has progressed. Actually, Ruhani has won the battle. You know, I tell this story, but I think today is appropriate to tell it again, that there was a country in which the king had announced that nobody is going to sing songs, nobody is going to play any music. And Sufis always like to dance and sing music because that's how they pray. So there were 5 Sufis, they were singing and dancing, and this king had announced no music. So what happens, the officers actually put them into prison so the king can decide what punishment to be given to them. So when the time comes, every case is presented in front of the king. When they are presented, and the officer says that their fault is that they were not obeying the law, and according to the law, the punishment is death. So we are filing for death penalty for them. As soon as that is announced, that those Sufis, 5 people, they start fighting. First me, first me, first me, first me. When king sees that, he says, what is wrong with you? The announcement is to kill you and you're fighting that who you want to be first and you want to be first. And they said, yes, that's exactly what we are fighting for. And king says, I don't understand. I have never seen people like you. What is the logic here? Why do you want to be killed first? And they do tell the king that the reason we want to die because we know the real living is there. And I want to be first reaching there before my colleagues. I want to be first. Please kill me. Please kill me. They're fighting again. And king laughs. And he says, free them. You don't need to do anything to them. Free them. Let them go. And they are like, no, 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 no. We did fault. And according to law, please, kill us. And king laughs and king says, you know what? I need people like you in my court who are so free from this desire of living life. You are fearless. You are lovers of God. And he makes them amaldaran in his court. This is the status of those who know knowledge. They don't fear death. So the young people, when they come in our life and they leave the physical world before us, especially being parents, when they leave, it is very, very hard. How do we cope as parents? And this is the kalam which was written to parents to tell them what is the status of Ruhani when they leave our mortal world. And this Ruhani, her name is Ghazala, and she's saying, oh my family, don't be sad, don't be grieving. It is his mercy that today I am living. Tabinda is the word from Roshni, from light, from brightness. Suraj is always Tabinda, right? And so she's saying that I'm alive and I'm bright and I'm with the Noor and I'm happy and I'm enjoying. Do not be sad, do not be grieving. But is it easy not to grieve the lost ones? It is not easy. It is very, very difficult because it kills, it pierces our heart to miss them because we love them so much. But it is the truth of life. It is the reality of life that everyone who is in this physical world will leave them. They will leave us. Then she says, Hai hoor o pari saath. I am with the heavenly beings. Hai hoor o pari saath कि मैं खुद भी परी हूँ, that I myself, I'm a fairy. Now I need to remind you, remember that here we are not only talking and understanding that this rūḥānī who's telling us that she is with heavenly beings and she herself is pari, meaning fairy, but what it means is actually angel. Word pari, jinn, angels, actually it's all one, alluding to angels. So she is saying that I am with angels because I'm angel too. Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, when he says that you can become angel or animal, choice is ours. When we walk on the path of killing our carnal soul, nafs-e amara, that's exactly what we are seeking, that we want to be one with Imam. And for that, first we will become an angel. Living in this physical life, we will become an angel. How are we going to become that angel? By killing our nafs-e amara. Eat less, sleep less, talk less. These are the three ways of starting that journey. And by doing these things, what will happen? We will automatically be protected from sinning. And that is why in 3 times of dua, we pray actually to Maula Baba. Hayyana, Rabbana, Bisalam. Please, Maula, make me alive. We beg, we pray. Oh, Maula, make me alive. Let me enter in the house of Salamati, house of peace. Because what Ghazala is telling us, that she is with heavenly angels and she herself is an angel. It is possible for Mu'min Salik to do that in physical world. It takes a lot of hard work, practice, and killing of carnal soul. Then she says, इस अंजुमन नूर मैं खुशियों से भरी हूँ. Anjuman is group. Anjuman is from Najm. I'm going to look at my dictionary. Anjuman Noor, meaning Noor ki mehfil. There are group, right? Group in which there is a Noor in Noor. Is Anjuman Noor mein khushiyon se bhari hu. I am happy. And when we don't have knowledge, we cry and we shed tears and missing them and we don't want to live life. We want to die too. It's so painful for us living in this physical world. But in reality, if we could see how happy they are, how joyous they are, we would be dancing with happiness, jealous of them, that really you got so much happiness and I'm behind you. I want to die too. For living, the important lesson is that die while living, not physical death. We need to die. And remember, in Quran it says that everyone has to taste death. Why would Allah say that? Death is not to be eaten. Why do we need to taste death? It is the hukum of Allah. It is the hukum of Imam that we do need to learn how to taste death. And those who experience this pain, that their loved ones leave this physical world, they do taste actually with that enormous, gigantic amount of pain in their heart. They're drowning in that pain. It pierces their heart. And if they are mu'mineen, if they are already close to Imam in the sense of zikr, ibadat, ilm, it becomes a huge blessing for them. They help them progress enormously in spirituality. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing when we experience that kind of pain. And if we are in knowledge and if we can see the other reality, we would be happy. We would be more praying. We would become more humble, more wanting to learn knowledge and experience ourselves and see what is there. Because we can actually visit there and come back. Imam has said that. In ibadat, remove, take out your soul and fly. And it can be done actually. You can go to that place, see it, and come back. Then she says, मैं दुख्तर रूहानी मौलाए ज़मान हूँ. I am the daughter of my Mawla, spiritual Mawla, Mawla of this time, Shah Karim Hussaini. मैं दुख्तर रूहानी मौलाए ज़मान हूँ, शहजादी आलम हूँ, मगर सबसे निहान हूँ. I am the princess of the whole universe. Can you imagine? We may say that Mawla, we are your beloved children, we are prince and princess, but to truly realize that, one needs to come out of this body. We should be able to take out our soul to be able to realize how we are princes. So she says, I am the princess of this universe, but I'm very unique. Meaning, when we look at this physically, in physical world, when we see this prince, royal princess, I am not princess like that. I am the princess, I am the spiritual daughter of my Imam, the rūḥānī Imam, the Imam of this time. In his spirituality, one with him in spirit. Then she says, Hum noor ki aulad abhi noor hue hain. We are children of light and we have become light. Now. Why now? Because in physical world it is very, very hard. We are constantly trying to kill our carnal soul so we can become light ourselves. And it is every day, every moment, every second it is a struggle to not wanting to desire things, not go after desires, not go after physical, worldly loving things. It's not easy. But we are constantly in that war. But that war finishes as soon as we die because we are one with the light. But the amount of sacrifices, the amount of suppression of our soul we have done, the carnal soul, the height of transformation we have reached in getting to Nafs al-Lawwama, that helps us to be close to Imam when we die. So she's teaching us that I am the daughter of Noor. I have become Noor now because there is no nafs there. There is no nafs there. When we are born in physical world, we are born with this free will because we were close to Imam. Imam says it in Farman very clearly to Ismaili Jamaat. Ame tamone mohabbat thi satpandi ma janam aapyo che. On our soul, Imam had love. We are not accidentally born in Ismaili tariqa. It is truly miracle of Imam that he has given us this chance to come with Imam of the time to be in this physical world and be with him and have this struggle that we need to recognize him, that we have to come close to his nur. It is doable because when he gives some tests, he sees that we are able to pass those tests. As weak humans, we fear test. We always say, Mola, don't test us. We fear test. And we recognize that tests come in our life to help us elevate. Then she says, दुनिया की मुसीबत से बहुत दूर हुए हैं हम. Why? In dunya, we have to constantly struggle with nafs ammara. Shaitan is after us. We keep seeking, keep praying for protection. Keep using our intellect to protect ourselves. Then she says, Jannat mein ajab shahi mahal humko mila hai. She says now she has a royal place in paradise. Royal palace in paradise. What? A palace. दुनिया में शायद कोई अपार्टमेंट हो, कोई घर हो, कोई कुछ भी हो, वहां तो पैलेस मिला है. We do know, right? Palace in our physical world would be like mansion. And it's very strange. It's not a physical mansion, but she has a palace where she lives. Every rūḥānī, especially young people, when they leave, because they are so pure-hearted, they immediately go at a higher level. They become one with Imam. And those rūḥānī who leave early, they have come to this physical world to test us. So they become one with Imam. They are very high, at a very higher level. So surely she got a beautiful royal palace in paradise. हम जिंदा जावेद हुए फजल खुदा से. She's alive, she's living due to mercy of Mawla. We are dead. I hope we understand that. We are dead. When we compare ourselves to the higher ranks, we are dead. Today we can say, oh Shukr Mawla, that we are able to give Qurbani of early morning on vacation, holidays time and listening to these classes because others are sleeping or enjoying or whatever. So we are awake comparatively. We are awake, not that we are judging anybody, but yes, we do need to acknowledge that Shukr Mawla, I am giving this sacrifice. I want to give more, I want to do more. So comparatively we are alive spiritually, intellectually because we are in Ilmi Mahfil. But this journey has to continue to go further and further, that the nafs completely dies. And we have nafs al-lawama, reaching towards nafs al-mutma'inna, the way our peers, our Peyghāmbars had done it. Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah says that it is doable for you. I hope you all know that you all are at nafs al-lawama stage. You all are at nafs al-lawama stage. Mubaraki. How? Because you know it. You know about it and you're working towards transformation. The problem is that we continue to fall back. We don't stay consistent. As soon as test comes, we back out. We forget. We become happy. We become relaxed. And we are entrapped of shaitan. So happiness has to be very intellectual happiness. Meaning that when we get physical happiness, we become relaxed. We have to be very careful that our tongue is not becoming loose, our desires are not becoming uncontrolled. So be very conscious. A Mu'min Salik is conscious and living life. As soon as we let go of our consciousness, what will happen? Shaitan is ruling us immediately. So it's not that we have not reached to Nafs al-Lawama. Nafs al-Lawama actually is the conscientious soul, the soul which is guided by Imam. Do we think it is our ability to come to these classes? Not at all. It is his guidance, it is his mercy that we got interested and we are seeking advanced knowledge. It's not our ability. It is his mercy that we are willing to sacrifice our vacation time, our off time, our sleep to learn the knowledge. Then she says, शाहों की तरह शाद हैं. Shahon, Badshahon. Just like kings, I am very happy. Now tell me why kings are happy. Because whatever they desire, it is given to them. There's no limit. Whatever they want in the world, because they are kings, they are royal family, they get whatever they want. Everything is at their footsteps. शाहों की तरह शाद हैं हम, उसका करम है. It is his mercy that I am like king. बीमारी नहीं, मौत नहीं, और ना ही गम है. There is no sickness, physical, spiritual, intellectual. There is no sickness at all. It is only health. There is no death even, because they've reached ever-living life. Nor there is sadness. They can see us and they are happy, to realize that you don't even know how happy I am. We continue to pray for them, we continue to do salawat for them, thinking it will help them. But in reality, I hope now you know the meaning of salawat. In reality, it is that we are seeking prayers for ourselves. Salawat, in reality, it's for ourselves. But why do we say salawat when somebody dies? Because it gives us peace. We're remembering Mawla. It gives us closure that we are doing something for our beloveds, our loved ones. But in reality, salawat, the benefit of salawat is actually for ourselves. We are asking to be getting this knowledge, higher knowledge, so we can elevate ourselves and see what is out there. बीमारी नहीं, मौत नहीं और ना ही गम है, हाँ तेरी गजाला पे अली साया फिगन है. So this daughter is talking to parents and saying, do know that I am under the shadow of Ali. Imagine a tree being Imam and someone sitting under that tree, that shadow. There's no sun, there's no tiredness, there's no hunger, there is no pain or any kind of sorrow. Why? Because that tree is feeding her, comforting her, giving her chow, loving her. She can aram se sit down with Teka and just be in peaceful environment. And that is the peace of rūḥānī, being with Mawla, under the protection of Mawla. वो इसलिए जन्नत में सदा जिंदा चमन है. Why is like that? In that paradise, he is always living like a garden. She is living like a garden, within the garden. She is one with the garden and the tree. It is all one and the same. There is no separation. She seeks didar and she gets it. Any manifestation, any didar, she gets it because she is in royal palace of paradise. Then she's saying, Sadguna khushi hai, Sadguna khushi hai hame didar Ali se. I am so happy. Like we say in Urdu, Hazar dafa, Sadguna, like magnified. She's speaking in magnification that I am so happy that I have didar of my Mawla. Ganjina mila hai hame asrar Ali se. Ganjina meaning treasure. That I have received the treasure of Imam. What is that treasures? The treasure is the secrets of Imam. All the secrets are known to her. She has all the knowledge of Imam, all the recognition, all the bounties, she's aware. Tufani khushi hai hame. Tufani khushi. Can we understand that tufani khushi, why and how we would be having that kind of happiness? It is not easy. I don't think it is capable, it is in our ability to see that kind of happiness, except when Mawla comes for didar. At that time, our soul, our intellect, our physical body, we are happy from all our three beings. It's a jhalak of that happiness which one would experience at that level. Tufani khushi. If we were to talk about physical happiness, then Mawla Ali has told us, एक दिन खुशी से ढोल बजाया, दूजे दिन हुआ मुआगम, भली खुशहाली आके बदकेरी, दम दमत की होइसी ना होइसी कम. In this physical world, we cannot say we are happy, because as soon as we are happy, there will be some other issues. Life is not without problems and difficulties. So there is no complete happiness. Part of us is worried about fixing something, solution of something. Tufani khushi, like we are happy from all our beings. There's no worry, there's no stress. It's just happiness, happiness, happiness. That can happen when one is in didar of Imam, with the didar of Imam. So she's saying, तूफानी खुशी है हमें, तुम हम पे ना रोना. Do not cry. Do not cry. Daddy, mummy, तुम कभी बेसब्र ना होना. She's saying to her parents, do not be impatient. Do not be impatient. Now, why impatient? When we lose somebody in our physical life, loved ones, we sometimes lose the desire to live. And we are not supposed to do that. That's ungratitude, that is nashukri. We cannot do that. We cannot say we are depressed because our family member has left us. That depression, the root of that depression is lack of knowledge. If only we understood how happy they are. Won't we be happy if they are happy? We would be happy. It is our desire to control them, to keep them in this physical world so we can be happy. Very selfish love. Very selfish love. So, those who have knowledge, it is a test because we have the knowledge. When we lose somebody, you are in pain too. You are human. You will feel the pain. There is no denying. You will shed tears, but we would be shedding tears of shukr guzari, of seeking his didar, telling Mola Baba that I wish I had transformed my nafs amara too, so I can be one. If it's not my time to be one with you physically, leaving this world, let me progress in spirituality and let me see Mola Baba. We can say that, right? And we can shed tears for that reason. We do not need to be depressed, or we do not need to be impatient that we do not want to live this life. That is ungratitude. Our biggest kamai is our saans, our breaths, and we are here to earn constantly. Till the last breath, we have to keep our iman salamat. And it's a constant work. It does not happen automatically. We have to constantly work for it. Then she says, लेना है तुम्हें इल्म व इबादत का सहारा. She's saying that please seek the help from knowledge and ibadat. लेना है तुम्हें इल्म व इबादत का सहारा. है दीन खुदाई में यही शेवा हमारा. In the religion of Allah, in Deen Haq, that should be our hobby, our interest, our desire. That should be the way of our life, that we are seeking this knowledge. We are interested in this knowledge. We are doing ibadat. It is mercy of Imam that Imam's Faramin has taught us, and we have paid attention to ibadat and Isma Azam. We have not paid that attention to ilm, and we don't even realize that if we were to have ilm, ibadat will automatically improve, because they both go hand in hand. And then Allāmah Sahib is saying, Kis shan se aaya hai ye Peyghām-i Ghazālā. This is a letter from Ghazala, who has left this physical world. But how beautifully this letter has come from rūḥānī. Roshan ho zamane mein sada naam-e Ghazala. Roshan being the light, being the nur, that in this world her name should be known and should become light. In one way, we are blessed because it is due to her death that we are learning this pearls of knowledge, knowing about all these marvels and wonders which exist in that world. But in reality, it is about us, about our loved ones, that when we are one with Imam, we are known. Known by who? Not physical world, physical people who have achieved, or title holders. No, no, no. We are known in rūḥānī world. There is a rūḥānī world. There is a world. And those who are elevating their ranks, remember in Batin, the journey is same. We have to go through all those ranks, and we'll recognize all those in our Batin. Everyone has to go through that journey. Everyone who seeks Imam, they have to go through that journey. So when one is become light, they will know that was light. क्योंकि नूर की तजल्लियात होती है. There is always manifestation of light. When one becomes one with Imam, they are one with Imam. Today that tajalli is Shah Kareem. To see him in spirituality, how beautiful that would be. Yesterday it was Sultan, and so on. Till the time of Adam. Can you imagine how many tajalliyat is there? We can continue to see them, and enjoy. It is all possible. So this was the Peyghām-i rūḥānī bazabān-i hāl. It was a message of Rūḥānī given to us in time, today's time, through the tongue, through the status of the heart. So we all are joyous and happy when we miss our loved ones. We have to do this riyazat, this ibadat of remembering how happy they are. When we realize their happiness, the pain subsides and love of Imam increases. When there's a love of Imam, there's desire to walk further. Hayyana Rabbana bisalam wadkhilna dar salam. Tabarakta Rabbana wa ta'alayta ya zal jalali wal ikram. When we say this dua, Hayyana Rabbana bisalam. O Mawla, make me alive with salamati. Wadkhilna dar salam. O Mawla, enter me in the house of salamati. Tabarakta, you are the one who is with barakat. Tabarakta Rabbana, O my Lord, you are with the barakat. Wa ta'alayta ya zal jalali wal ikram. Wa ta'alayta, it's from Allah, exalted. Zal jalal. Now this is a very powerful, majestic word. For me, when I think of Zal jalal, the majesty of Imam, in physical world, we see the example of, Badshah, when they enter in the king's court, right? When they enter. And when the Badshah enters in the court, in the olden times, if you had seen olden kind of movies, everybody announces his entrance and everybody is like standing up, behaving well, that, Badshah is entering. Can we imagine that status of Mawla in spirituality? That he is Jal Jalali Wal Ikram. Wal Ikram? Wal Ikram, it's a superlative term. And Al-Akram is the highest superlative term of generosity. So, Hayyana Rabbana bisalam wadkhilna daras salam. Tabarakta Rabbana wa ta'alayta ya zal jalali wal ikram. He who is Sahib Jalalat, he is majestic, he is very generous. He is very generous. Then we say, Allahumma ya Maulana minka madadi. O Maula, help me, Maula. Wa alayka mu'tamadi. All madad, my trust is on you. That madad comes from you only. We cannot help ourselves. Remember that. We are no one. We cannot. It is the madad which comes from him. How does that madad comes? Remember, we are humans. We have free will. So first step we have to take. When we take the first step, his madad comes. इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन. हम तेरी इबादत करते हैं, तुझी से मदद चाहते हैं. या अली बिलुत्फिक अदरिकनी, बिलुत्फिक अदरिकनी. The word bilutfik, it's like lutf for anayat se. Lutf is, the word lutf is invisible. We cannot see that word. So its translation is not expressing that word. Lutf is from subtlety. Lutf is from Nuraniyat. You cannot hold, you cannot touch it. It's felt. It's majizati. Lutf و inayat se meri madad ko pahunch. Help me with your miraculous power. And then we say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Ali Amirul Mu'minin. So in second part, we actually seek his madad with complete understanding of that he is the powerful, most powerful. All the pains and sorrows can be taken away from him, by him. He is the only one who can do that. So shukran lillah walhamdulillah, shukran lillah walhamdulillah. Anyone has any question?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Saida, I can hear you.
Okay. When you say Walekram, you say it is from Karam, Alakram, and what was the third word you said?
Yeah, Karam, Kareem, Akram, Al-Akram. So it's a superlative term when we say Al-Akram. That's why we
Okay.
do this zikr, Shahe Kareem Al-Akram.
Thank
He's
you.
the most famous. Thank you, ma, for asking. Ji.
तो जो दुआ में सलामती बोलते हैं अपन, तो it's like a elevate our soul, right? Like a असल में वासल kind of.
Yeah. लेकिन असल में वासल जब हम बोलते हैं तो वी थिंक ऑफ अ डेस्टिनेशन, हम जर्नी को भूल जाते हैं, और जर्नी ये है कि असल में वासल को पहुंचने के लिए जो है वो बहुत सारे जो है ना वो है दर्जात है। तो सलामती, हम इस वक्त सलामती में हैं, कंपैरेटिवली हम सलामती में हैं कि हम फिजिकली बिस्तर पे सोए हुए नहीं हैं, नींद का वक्त है कि हम सोए हुए नहीं हैं, छुट्टी का दिन है, हम कुछ और नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम इल्म गिनान की महफिल में बैठे हैं, तो कंपैरेटिवली वी आर इन सलामती। बट देन यही तो सिर्फ सलामती नहीं है, सलामती के तो दर्जात बहुत सारे हैं। हाँ, आखिर में जो हमें जो डेस्टिनेशन, जो मकाम दिखाया गया है वो ये है कि असल में वासल होना है, मतलब इमाम में एक होना है, राइट?
तो जो we are blessed, right? कि we are going this true path, right? और जो बेचारे नहीं ले सके हैं true knowledge, और उन लोग को क्या वहाँ पे?
वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, आई एम ग्लैड यू आस्क्ड, वेरी गुड। इमाम के रिकग्निशन के बगैर जो है वो दर्जात की बुलंदी नामुमकिन है। तो अगर जिनको इल्म नहीं मिला है वो वहाँ खुशी के साथ इल्म ले रहे हैं। तो जब ये कुलिया हम समझते हैं ना कुरान में कि विलिंगली और अनविलिंगली सबको इल्म लेना है, सबको इमाम में एक होना है, क्योंकि इमाम जो है वो पूरी दुनिया का इमाम है, सबको फना जो है इमाम में ही होना है। जो रेस है ना वो इसकी है कौन पहले पहुंचेगा। जो रूहानी चले गए हैं उन्होंने इल्म हासिल करना शुरू कर दिया है, क्योंकि वहां फ्री विल नहीं है, इल्म ही इल्म है। जैसे जैसे इल्म हासिल करेंगे ऐसे ऐसे वो आगे दर्जात चढ़ते जाएंगे। हमारे पास फ्री विल है, हमारे पास ये एबिलिटी है कि हम दुनिया में हैं, हम नफ्स को मार के जब इल्म लेते हैं तो उसका फायदा जो है ना वो बहुत ज्यादा होता है। 1 का 1.25 लाख, हमारे पास जो हिसाब किताब है वो 1 का 1.25 लाख है। मरने के बाद वहां टाइम ही टाइम है ना, तो वह इल्म लेते हैं, 1 का 1 उनका सवाब होता है, उनको टाइम लगता है। तो जो रेस है वो ये है कि दुनिया में रहते हुए अगर हम अपने आप को जो है वो इल्म में बहुत आगे बढ़ा लेते हैं, तो मौला आका अली शाह का फरमान है कि अगर एक औरत अपने आप को इमाम के साथ फना कर लेती है, दर्जात में ऊंचे चढ़ जाती है, तो शी कैन टेक हर 7 फैमिलीज पीछे की और 7 फैमिलीज आगे की साल्वेशन तक। और इमाम कहते हैं कि ऐसा नहीं है कि वो सिर्फ अपने पेरेंट्स की, दोनों ससुराल की भी और इधर की भी, सब फैमिलीज को लेके जा सकती है। यानी औरत की दुआ में, उसकी तस्बीह में, उसके जिक्र में इतना फायदा है। عورت کو ماں کا درجہ کیوں دیا گیا ہے؟ وہ امام کے پاس ہے، کریشن کا جو رول ہے نا وہ امام کا ہے امام نے وہ ایٹریبیوشن صرف عورتوں کے ساتھ شیئر کیا ہے کہ وہ ماں بن سکتی ہے. تو ماں کا درجہ بہت بڑا ہوتا ہے، عورت کا درجہ بہت بڑا ہے. پیغمبر نے فرمایا کہ ماں کے پیروں کے نیچے جنت ہے، رائٹ؟ تو عورت کا درجہ بہت بڑا ہے. تو عورتیں جو ہیں دنیا میں اپنے آپ کو کمزور یا کم نہ سمجھیں. ان کے پاس جو طاقت، جو ایبلٹی ہے وہ مردوں کے پاس نہیں ہے. ان کے پاس جو آنسوؤں کی طاقت ہے، گریہ زاری کی جو طاقت ہے، وہ مردوں کے لیے بہت مشکل ہے. تو ہم جب گریہ زاری سے، عشق و محبت سے امام کو یاد کرتے ہیں تو ہم اپنی تمام روحانی اور جو زندہ ہے ان تمام فیملی کو ہم تاڑ سکتے ہیں، نہ صرف خود کو، اپنی جماعت کو بھی تاڑ سکتے ہیں. اس کے لیے کیا درکار ہے؟ ریاضت و محنت. تو ان کا قصور نہیں ہے کہ وہ پہلے چلے گئے ہیں، جو ان کا لکھا تھا وہ ہوا. جو مولا زندگی اور موت خدا کے ہاتھ میں ہے، وہ لکھوا کے آئے ہیں. ہمیں نہیں پتا ہے کہ آج ہم بات کر رہے ہیں کل ہوں گے نہ ہوں گے، رائٹ؟ زندگی اور موت جو ہے وہ خدا کے ہاتھ میں ہے، تو وہ اس کی مرضی ہے جب وہ بھیجے اور جب وہ بلا لے. لیکن جب ہم زندہ ہیں، جب ہم دنیا میں ہیں، ہمارے پاس ایک کمائی ہے. وہ کمائی کیا ہے؟ سانسوں کی کمائی. اس کمائی کو ہم کو استعمال کرنا ہے اور اپنے آپ کو آگے بڑھانا ہے. اگر ہم آگے بڑھا لیں تو ہم نہ صرف اپنے آپ کو، اپنے خاندانوں کو، اپنی جماعت کو بھی لے کے جائیں گے. کیونکہ جیسے جیسے ہم علم میں بڑھتے ہیں نا آگے، ہمارا دل اتنا صاف ہوتا جاتا ہے. کیونکہ امام نے فرمایا کہ ہمارا دل صاف ہوگا تو وہی آ کے بیٹھے گا. تو جب دل کی صفائی ہوتی ہے تو سب سے کینہ، بغض، غصہ، حسد، بیماریاں نکل جاتی ہیں. صفائی ہوتی ہے، پاکیزگی ہوتی ہے، سب کو ہم معاف کر دیتے ہیں. جنہوں نے ہم کو دکھ دیا ان کو ہم زیادہ ان کو دعائیں کرتے ہیں، کیونکہ ان کی وجہ سے ہماری گریہ زاری ہوئی، ان کی وجہ سے ہم نے اپنے آپ کو امام کے قریب پایا. جنہوں نے دکھ دیا ان کو دعا کرتے ہیں دنیا میں، اور ان کی معافی کر کے اپنا دل صاف کر دیا اور امام کے قریب سے قریب ہوتے گئے. تو دل میں سے جو ہے وہ بہت زیادہ سیلفشنس ختم ہو جاتی ہے. اور پھر کیا کرتے ہیں آپ؟ حقیقتیوں کے ساتھ حقیقتی ترقی کرتے ہیں، اور امام کی رحمت سے نہ صرف اپنے آپ کو بلکہ اپنی جماعت کو بھی اتارتے ہیں. یہ کام ہمارے پیروں نے کیا. آج امام نے فرمایا کہ آپ چاہیں پیر اور پیغمبر بننا، آج بن سکتے ہیں. جی
کوئی ورڈس نہیں ہے میرے پاس. ریئلی
شکر مولا.
تو I don't know this is the right question or not. So وہ لوگ وہاں جو سیکھتے ہیں یا لرن کرتے ہیں تو وہ کس ٹائپ کی نالج ہوتی ہے؟ وہ کس طرح سے ان کو نالج ملتی ہے وہاں پہ؟ وہ کہاں کس طرح سے ان کے اسٹیجز؟ ہم تو آپ کے سامنے بیٹھے ہیں، آپ ہم کو دے رہے ہو، رائٹ، مولا کی مدد سے. ادھر کیا ہوتا ہے؟
یو وونٹ بلیو، بالکل اسی طرح سے ہوتا ہے، بالکل اسی طرح سے ہوتا ہے، بالکل اسی طرح سے کلاسز ہوتی ہیں جنت میں بھی. اور قرآن میں اس کا ذکر ہے کہ جنتیوں کا شغل کیا ہوتا ہے، ان کی ہابی کیا ہوتی ہے؟ علم گنان کی محفل. مولا علی نے نہیں فرمایا کیا؟ علم کی مجلس بہشت کی باڑی. تو ہم سمجھتے ہیں کہ او یہ مجلس ہے نا تو ہم بہشت میں بیٹھے ہیں. ہم یہ نہیں سوچتے ہیں کہ بہشت کی مثال پہ ہم بیٹھے ہیں. ہم نے کلام مولا کو سمجھا نہیں. کلام مولا میں اتنے راز امام نے دیے ہیں، ہم پڑھ جاتے ہیں، سمجھتے نہیں ہیں. تو ایکچولی امام جو بات کریں وہ اس دنیا کی بات نہیں کر رہے ہیں. امام اس بہشت کی بات کر رہے ہیں کہ جہاں علم کی محفلیں لگتی ہیں. پھر امام کہتے ہیں کہ جو آپ کی محفل ہے وہ اس کی مثال پہ ہے. تو ہم مثال میں اٹک گئے، جو حاصل تھا اس کو بھول گئے. ہمارا مسئلہ کیا ہے؟ ہم مثال میں اٹکتے ہیں، ممثول کو بھول جاتے ہیں، جو ایسنس ہے اس کو چھوڑ دیتے ہیں. ایسنس یہ تھا کہ بہشت میں ایسے علم کی کلاسز ہوتی ہیں.
تو اٹ مینس کہ درجے ہوتے جائیں گے تو وہ گروپس ہوتے جائیں گے اور وہ فارورڈ ہوتے جائیں گے. تو ٹیچ کون
ایگزیکٹلی.
کرتے ہیں؟ ڈفرینٹ اینجلس آ کے، مطلب ہائی لیول اینجلس.
بالکل.
سبحان اللہ. اٹ مینس کہ اگر میرے 100 سال پورے ہوتے ہیں اور میں کمپلیٹ نہیں کر رہی ہوں تو مجھے وہاں پہ اسٹیج اس حساب سے ملے گا.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
Niamat then,
जी
I have a question here. You know, when you said the Ruhani is okay, now I am in a physical form in this world, but the Ruhani has left. But Ruhani is in a soul now, right?
yes
So you are saying that, for example, they can see me. So will they see me? Because they are soul. So how do they see me? Because I still see them like somebody in my family passed, but still see that physical form, even if I pray, right? How
yeah
do they see us?
they see us the way Mola sees us, right? Mola says that you're always in my thoughts, in my prayers. How does Mola keep us in his thoughts and prayers? Meaning that he sees us, he remembers us. They are with Mola. So they are able to see us. We are always in their thoughts and prayers actually with Imam. Their interest is not like us, right? The way we are interested in them. Let me give an example. When we walk on the path of ilm and ibadat, and there are times that we experience something, the way you said you see somebody. So it is very much possible sometimes they do visit us and help us in our journey, guide us, because they are taking knowledge too. And if Imam's hukum is there, they come and help us.
Yes, I agree with that. That, it is such a miracle sometimes. You have a problem and they are there. And you find, but they've gone. How did they know?
Because the thing is that, Yasmin, when we think of soul, we are so limiting. We don't understand, we don't realize. When we talk of soul, it's omnipotent, it's everywhere. For us, it was in a being and it got disconnected because that being is now engraved. But in reality, there's a beautiful word, tahleel. They become dissolve in the universe, in Imam. Because the whole universe is what? It's Imam's kainati jism. It's a universal body of Imam. This universe is actually just like paradise. Again, these are higher concepts in Quran. But today is a special class, so we are discussing this, that this universe is like a universal body. Then there is a universal soul, and then there is a universal intellect. They are one with this all. We, with our needy intellect, when we needing help or we seek some solution or something, they might become visible to us. They might talk to us. They might come in our dreams because for them there is no doors, there is no limitation, there is no hindrances. For us, it is blocks. There are blocks. But in reality, what we have to understand that it is not them. If it were to be, let's say, if I say I've lost my loved one, and those loved one come and they talk to me and they guide me, then it becomes a problem. Why and how? We will become more towards wanting to see them or talk to them than Imam. In
Yes,
fact,
yes, the attachment.
yeah, attachment. In fact, I've met a mother actually whose son died, and somebody came and told her in Jamaat Khana that, oh, I see your son. Your son actually is asking for beautiful clothes on the day of Eid or Khushali. And she bought an expensive suit and she asked that lady, what do I do with that? She said, put it in Nandi or give it to somebody. She did that. Now, this mother felt good that she did something for her son who was passed away. Now she's after that lady. Did you see my son? Did he ask for anything more? Guess what is happening? Yeah, your
Yes,
son asks for laddu. She makes laddu. And she says, now what do I do? You can give it to me. Now, what is happening? I met her after 6 months or 8 months, and she shared this story. And now what was happening, that lady lived with her in her house. Her husband, unhappy, wanting to divorce her because her life focus had become that lady who she took care of, fed, and gave and did whatever that lady wanted. So do you see how
Yes,
Shaitan can trap us?
yes,
So we need
yes,
to be
yes.
very, very careful when we talk about, Rouhani coming to help. Actually, they are one with the Imam. It is one with Imam. All Rouhanis are one with Imam. So we seek Imam. Yes, they do. They do come sometimes in our dreams. We feel their presence. In reality, if I were to tell you that right now, this place is filled with angels listening to this knowledge. They are there. And it is sometimes pressure of them sitting. So it's so powerful that I cannot stop but shed tears because it is so powerful, so pressure, because they are there. So they might come in our dream, we feel their presence, and that's normal because soul is everywhere. But the group of souls, pure souls, good souls, will be there more where there is praises of Imam, where there is name of Imam. They'll be there more. The way we do know that there are bad souls too. There is evil power too. In the houses where there is no name of Imam, Shaitan will live. In the mind when there is no name of Imam, Shaitan will come. Same is the way principle. So wherever we do feel them, but then we have to remember that they are one with the Imam. We are not talking to them as per se. We say, "Thank you, Mala Papa." In Quran it says that we will be taken into known paradise. Known paradise, what does that mean? When we are listening to Ghazala's story, that she has her own royal paradise, right? Royal paradise, her own royal paradise. When, let's say, Ghazala's father, Imam Yar Beg, when he is dying, it is very much possible that the Ghazala would come to pick him up. The angel of death will take the face of Ghazala. Why? Because it is known that she is already in paradise. It's a known paradise. Each one of us can become a paradise for each other. Right now, the way we are gate for each other. But we can become paradise too. So when at the time of death, those Ruhanis who are happy because they see those who they love and they go happily. They are not sad, they are not grieving, they are not in pain. They'll be like, okay, hold my hand, take me. Happily go away. They'll be not sad leaving their parents or leaving their children behind because they see happiness in front of them. And we need to be happy. If we have knowledge, we are happy. I hope this helps.
Thanks. I just wanted a last comment, and I said, you really helped us. You gave us a boost, and I didn't realize if we help our souls to Darja, then 7 families, piche and age, we can boost them too. So it is like a charity.
It's higher than charity, Yasmin. You become with Imam that boat of salvation. Kishti-e-Nijat. Nuh ki Kishti is known as boat of salvation, right? We become. With Imam's mercy, when Imam says, you can become Peer and Peyghām-i. What does that mean? Do we even realize? We can also become that boat of salvation if we were to truly walk on that path. So that is why, Yasmin, I do want to say it. Why do we work so hard in giving this knowledge? If Jamaat knows this knowledge, higher concepts, these are higher concepts. I've really, really simplified it. But I can tell you, if I were to show you Quranic verses, you'll be amazed that all this is there for us to know. But remember, the knowledge is given darjat by darjat. And you'll be amazed, you'll be shocked. But what does it require you to do? Be regular in classes and try, work hard and learn. You cannot be, never be intimidated by anything you learn. Whatever you're listening and learning and you're getting it, you're practicing it, ek ka sawala, ek ka sawala. That is the purpose, that we do need to work hard. We become the boat of salvation for our family and Jamaat. So darjat exists in this world. It exists in that world too. Because we have to complete that distance. That is the task. That is the objective of our life. इमाम की शनाख्त कैसे होगी? फिर हम सुनते हैं कि भाई जिसने खुद को पहचाना उसने खुदा को पहचाना. तो खुद को कैसे पहचानेंगे? खुद को पहचाना है कि खुदा को पहचाना? करना क्या है? Actually, it is all one and same. But when we walk on the path of knowledge and recognize and understand it, beginning is through recognition of Imam. But actually on this path, we will recognize how we are one with him, who we are. With all humility and knowledge and ibadat, we will understand that. And we'll understand darjat kya hai. Do we not know darjat kya hai? We have talked about darjat, not once but several times. Remember, we are at the level of mustajib. आगे कितने दर्जात हैं? उन तमाम दर्जात को पार करना है. जो दर्जात को पार करेंगे वो आगे पहुंचेंगे.
मैं एक क्वेश्चन करूं? तो जो लव वन होते हैं, जो चले जाते हैं, उनको पता होता है कि वी आर थिंकिंग अबाउट हिम और वी प्रेइंग अबाउट हिम और लाइक सोच रहे हैं उनके बारे में और जस्ट
इसका जवाब ये है, see that's these questions are like for us closure, कि कुछ तो पता चल जाए ना वहां पे. इसके लिए द आंसर पता है सच्चा क्या, अच्छा आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? Why don't you find out? Fly and go and find out. You can, right Sinat? You can. लेकिन इसका जो आंसर इल्म से दिया जा सकता है वो ये है कि we need to understand that they are one with Imam. When Imam says you are always in my thoughts and prayers, Imam is watching over us and they are with Imams. They are praying and we are in their thoughts. That's how we'll have to remember. Because what we do, we are limited in our thinking, right? We think of, oh, that one rūḥānī. How? Is my mother thinking of me? Is my father missing me? These are questions without knowledge. Because I miss my father, I miss my mother. Do they miss me? Do they know that how much I miss them? There's no basis of these questions. It is simply lack of knowledge. Does our Imam miss us? Do we believe that he misses us? Does he kitne farman hai Mawla ke? Imam says that I'm so happy when I'm with my Jamaat. He has left his physical family. We have read that farman, right? Ke Begum Salima, when Prince Rahim was sick, and he says Begum Salima had to be with her children and I wanted to be with my children. What? Are those children are not your children, Mawla Bapa? But the connection we have with our Imam is much different than physical boundaries or physical children. That is what Imam was teaching in that farman. But what we do? We minimize that. We minimize that, and because we want to see, we want to feel everything. And it is available for us, but in spirituality. We will be able to see, feel, and hear and talk. But for that, we do need to do taraqi. Not for the sake of meeting rūḥānī. No. Meeting the Imam. So actually, when we are very much stuck in thoughts of rūḥānī and these questions keep coming, that is only due to lack of knowledge. Because we have not understood, we have not realized the importance of seeking knowledge. So we keep repeating same questions about rūḥānī. And we are not doing the work. Literally staying at one place, asking questions, but not working on anything. So we stay at one stage, which is really, really sad. जी.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.
शुक्र मौला, तो यहाँ पे छुट्टी करें अब, क्या ख्याल है? तो मुबारकबाद आप लोगों को, आपने हाजिरी दी तो आपको स्पेशल क्लास मिली। अब नूर के कॉन्सेप्ट से हम जो है वो नेक्स्ट वीक शुरू करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
ऐसे क्लास अच्छे लगते, थोड़े बीच में होने चाहिए।
उसकी
Yeah,
रहमत,
this was a
We
very helpful
really
session.
we need it.
क्या ये मौला की रहमत होती है तो होता है ना, ऐसा नहीं कि आज नाचिस ने प्लान किया था, उसकी रहमत थी,
नहीं,
या उसकी रहमत थी कि उसका शायद चाहत थी कि शायद ये बात की जाए, जरूरत होगी हमें, तो ये बातें हुई। कोई प्लान नहीं था,
शुक्र
प्लान तो
मौला।
नूर के रेफरेंसेस को लेके बैठे हुए थे, राइट। तो नेक्स्ट वीक जो है वो हम छुट्टी करेंगे,
ओके,
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वीक हम छुट्टी करेंगे क्योंकि शायद मुश्किल है, सबने कहा था कि आएंगे लेकिन नहीं आए, तो नेक्स्ट वीक हम छुट्टी करते हैं क्योंकि इट इज़ वर्ल्डली ड्यूटीज शायद बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती है, तो छुट्टी करते हैं। जिक्र में, इबादत में रहिएगा, जिनको शौक है उठने का वो उठें, पढ़ें, अपने मेहनत करें, क्योंकि हमारी मेहनत हमारे साथ आने वाली है, राइट। हमारी मेहनत को हमको इतना बढ़ाना है कि हम इतने अमीर हो जाएं कि अपनी फैमिली को, अपनी जमात को, सबको साथ लेके जाएं। तो लेट्स कीप अर्निंग मनी, खूब खूब कमाना है पैसा, रूहानियत का पैसा खूब कमाना है, खूब मेहनत करनी है। इंशाअल्लाह मौला हमारे साथ है, उसकी रहमत हमारे साथ है। शाह करीम हम पर मेहरबान है मौला, तू हम पर रहम फरमाना। आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन। शुक्रिल्लाह वल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। या अली मदद, या अली मदद,
Thank you so much.
या अली
Yeah,
मदद।
Madad.